It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I'm happy. Cause you know what? I didn't even taste none of it. I just started putting shit together.
Don't be eating it, bitch. You gotta show them and stuff.
Bitch, I already started the camera.
I'm like washing dishes and stuff.
You washing dishes. Thank you. Look at this food I got today. What's up, kings and queens? I'm back. It's Monday. I got a little broccoli with some corn, chicken and gravy with a big ass baked potato, and I put the gravy on top with some cheese, you know. That's O'Reilly in the back.
Bitch, I'm getting me a plate to go, honey, because he done threw down.
He said it was good, y'all, so.
You know how to get a little sample
I'm
of me
so
to intrude on your time, kings and queens.
You're not intruding. You're not intruding.
I'm going to just give me a little bit.
You telling me the food is good. I'm just happy about that shit. Because for a bitch to not, ooh, let me not cuss. Here I go again. For me not to have tasted it, he's saying it's good, so. And 1 point for me. Ooh. So that baked potato is the bomb, okay? And I'm not usually a baked potato kind of guy, but I'm here for it right now. Especially with this gravy on top of it. I'm gonna be in heaven. This gonna make me fall asleep. I can see it now. Especially because this potato is gonna be so heavy on my stomach. Shout out to all my folks once again who out there supporting me. I see your comments. I'm gonna, you know, change it up a little bit with the food, but for right now, I just want to do something that I'm comfortable with, and then I'll progressively get to the alkaline meals and stuff like that. Okay, so I see what you're talking about. Trying to help me focus on being healthier. I can appreciate that though. Here go the chicken with the gravy on top. Ooh. Okay. And if y'all hear a fan in the background, it's hot. So I needed to adjust my temperature settings in this mug. So I put the fan on. You might hear a little sound in the back, but don't trip. That's me trying to stay cool. I don't want to be sweating and having to wipe my face and all that. Hey. This is so good. Oh my god. I was trying to decide what I was gonna make. I didn't know for sure. I was looking at all these other mukbang videos, and I was like, ooh, no, not that. Ooh, no, not that. Because I don't want to always eat fried chicken. Now, let's be clear. That's not on my menu every day. Although it's good with my little hot sauce back there, but nah, I'm good. So I said, let me switch it up. I love chicken, so I said, why not a chicken and gravy with some veggies? You can't go wrong with that. A big old baked potato. It's simple. It's cheap. Because I wasn't trying to spend too much, okay? And it's quick. It only took me like, I'd say an hour and 20 minutes. That ain't quick, but with chopping up all my stuff and, ooh, this shit hot. Yeah. Chopping up everything and making sure that I had all my shit ready to go before I even touch the stove. altogether, it took me about an hour and I say 20 minutes. Yes. I've been eating gravy too much lately. Again, that's why I'm not getting this summer body, okay? Because of the shit I'm eating. But I ain't turning down no food. Let's be clear on that one, okay? I was trying to figure out what I was going to talk about today. And it just kind of came to me out of nowhere. I was looking up topics and I was like, ooh, what should I talk about today? And then this word had popped out and it had said change. And I was like, that kind of ties into what I've kind of been talking about. Touching on a little bit. Vulnerability, challenging yourself, change. Those are all things that correlate with each other. Okay. Get my little broccoli. See, this is the size Tone likes. I love veggies. That's one of the keys to my heart. Some good old vegetables, okay? Cooked just right, too. I sprinkled a little sugar up in the water that I cooked it with. Because, you know, I like my stuff sweet. And I've learned that adding sugar to the vegetables that you're about to eat, it brings the vegetable to life in a certain kind of way that I'm just so intrigued by. And so now, since recently, I've just started incorporating sugar into when I'm cooking my vegetables. You should try it. Not too much, but make sure it's enough, you know, to get the flavor going. Bring it out. Oh, back to change. What I was saying. Change is inevitable. It's not something you can get away from. Especially if you want to evolve in your life. Change is going to cause you to be vulnerable too. To have to be vulnerable. Especially in situations where your emotions are getting heightened. That's probably change taking place. And if it affects you negatively, positively, or let me say, depending on how you react to it, is where the growth comes from in it. That's what I'll say. A moment about change that I remember was when I moved from Vegas back to California. That was a time where there was a lot going on. I was young, didn't really know how to handle a whole bunch of changes going on at one time, so it started to feel overwhelming, and I got a little bit depressed. I liked Vegas, but I was ready to go home. I had lost one job, quit another one, just finished school, didn't really know what was next. What I was going to school for, I didn't really want to pursue. I just wanted to get back home because there was just so much going on. I'm like, oh no, I gotta go. I had to go. What I went to school for was culinary arts, which was fun. It was such a fun experience. I gained a lot from it. But where I think I went wrong, I didn't invest myself fully into it. So definitely, I didn't take as much as I could have got from it. But that was just, you know, a human thing going on. It's a little meat on that bone. I don't care. I don't like eating thigh bones down to the end. But I didn't really want to pursue culinary because it was just like, oh my God, I don't want to be in this hot kitchen all my life. I think I was just being over dramatic because it just seemed like so much work. Don't get me wrong, I'll get up in the kitchen, I'll throw down. I went from a dishwasher, while I was out there, I went from a dishwasher, busted that out to a server, to a busboy. Then I went to culinary school, learned the whole behind the scenes aspect of the actual kitchen or restaurant, how to run a kitchen, how to cook for a restaurant. And it was a fun experience. Oh my God, I met so many cool people. But like I said, I just don't feel like I was invested in it to get everything I needed to get from it. And that was my fault. And there wasn't a passion behind it for me in that moment. And the way I thought I wanted to go about it definitely wasn't how I wanted to go about it. I wanted to use cooking as, at first, something that I can profit off of. I'm just keep it 100. I wanted to profit off of it. But that wasn't something that I really wanted to do, so it was just kind of annoying having to do it, especially if I'm doing it for people. So I backed up off of that. I actually like cooking as a hobby. That's the thing. So, that's hot. Oh shit, my throat. But I went through that change and I learned something about myself that I didn't want to cook on no mass scale like that. Yes, I want to open up a restaurant, 2 or 3 of them, and be involved with food and beverage. Yes, because I learned that much from my experience through culinary school, but cooking for people, no. I was good on a small scale, but a big mass scale, nah, I'm good. My energy level is be like, we don't want to do this. So, losing my job, I had got promoted from host at this Brazilian restaurant, Pampas Churrascaria. I think it's still in Planet West Hollywood. Planet Miracle Mile, something like that. I don't know. I forgot all that shit. But I was there, I was hosting. I love being a host because of my personality. I have a very personable personality that people are drawn to me sometimes. So that was something I really enjoyed doing, but I wanted more for myself. I felt like that wasn't enough. And then another thing I didn't like about it, I had to go and bring people into the restaurant. So I had to develop this pitch to people, let them know what was going on with the restaurant. And then basically sell them the restaurant so they come in and get some food. And I would get credit for it, which was cool. I thought of it as a hustle. Like, ooh, let me go out here and get it. But I wasn't good at it. And it's not even that I wasn't good at it. It was just that I never figured out a way that would work best for me. Because I was young, I didn't know a lot of things. I wasn't privy to being persuasive, if I can use that word. So it wasn't something that came natural for me. So I wanted to elevate. I wanted to go into serving. Little did I know, serving was basically a bigger scale of me hosting, having to sell the restaurant. Now, inside of that being said, having to sell the food, having to sell the beverages, having to sell the desserts, having to sell so many things so you can do what you needed to do in order for you to survive, pretty much. And I didn't meet that quota, and they let me go. They didn't have no problem letting me go. At least demote me back to host, but they said you are not performing, and I'm sorry to say, we have to let you go. And I was just like so hurt because I know it was something that I could get, but I just had to figure out how it worked for me. Knowing that now, I would probably never go back to being no host or no server. Even though the money seemed like it was good, I'm just cool because I'm not the type of person to do that. You have to be a certain type of person to want to serve at a restaurant. And the way that that restaurant worked, I didn't want to pursue that. I felt like my personality wasn't set up for that. And that was okay with me. At least I knew I could understand that after getting fired. Because that was a solution for me not to have to beat myself up about that. Because it made me, for a little bit, feel like I couldn't achieve or I couldn't do that. And it's okay to feel like that sometimes. I bet you going back into it now, I could beast that stuff. See, I had to watch it. But going through that change helped me to come more into who I am as a man. Making a decision for myself, understanding that I didn't have to beat myself up about that, And knowing that that wasn't the last job I was going to have, that I could move forward, find something different. After a while, I acquired that thought. But before, it wasn't like that. It was like, woe is me. Play my little violin. I get it from the jump. But then when I moved back home, I found a good job. I found a bomb job. Like I said, it doesn't fulfill me like I would want it to, but she's holding me down, okay? She's giving me life. She's allowing me to be surviving right now, and I can appreciate that. I think I want some of my gravy.
Don't look at my booty. That gravy was just so good, y'all. I had to get up and get some more. I probably ended up cutting out that part, but since I ain't no pro on the video editing.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, back to that change stuff. You gotta go through it. You're gonna have to experience it so that you can become a better you. That's the only way. That's one of the only ways. Because I'm in every video, I'm saying that's the only way. That's the only way. No, there's many ways to do it. You just have to piece them all together and make sure you're practicing these things in a lot of situations, because you're gonna come across those situations. Another changing moment for me, I would say going through the ups and downs of my last relationship, because there was a lot going on. I wasn't the best significant partner, which is okay. I can admit that, but only because I wasn't ready to be in that specific relationship. And I've told you guys this before, but going through those changes in the relationship caused me to be vulnerable, and having to understand where I stood as a person and keep the things I wanted to keep character-wise, personality-wise, and dispel the things that I didn't want to hold on to as a man and growing as a person, because I didn't want to be that type of person with somebody. And that wasn't easy. That was a challenging moment for me. A lot of those moments were challenging, but I got through it. I have a better understanding of myself. I have a better understanding of relationships. And I'm saying that to say change is inevitable, especially when you put yourself in situations that can be short-term or long-term. The play out of it is going to determine the challenge. Is it something quick? Is it something long-winded? Like, I don't know. I just know that you got to be open to it. If you're not changing, you're stuck. You got to change so you're not stuck. Being stuck is so freaking frustrating and annoying. It's just, it makes you want to claw your eyes out. I couldn't find anything else extreme to say or more descriptive to say, but it makes you feel like you're not challenging yourself to the highest potential that you can challenge yourself. I'll say that. I hate being stuck. I just want to pull my chicken apart so I can have more chunks. Hey, with my potatoes. I'm gonna sleep so good. But let's focus on what change means. Or not even focus on what change means, because we all know what change means. Like, if you don't, okay, figure it out. But if you do, notice the moments that are changing around you. See how you're adjusting to it. See how you can adapt to it. See what it's trying to teach you. See what you can learn from it. And I know it's not going to be easy because of the day-to-day stuff we go through in life. Distractions, someone's birthday, anniversary. I know. It's a lot going on. But be present. Understand where you're at in that moment so that you can therefore deal with what's changing around you. You gotta be present. If you're not present, that's hard. I know I had to understand the change. Another thing, I had to understand the change that was going on within me when my previous relationship was over. Because it was, in fact, something I had to get used to. Him not being there, him not asking me questions about what's going on with me, him supporting me. I mean, he still supports me. But we're still friends, definitely. I love this dude. He taught me so much. He helped me grow into part of the man that I am today. So without him, I wouldn't have went through a lot of changes that I had to experience to grow. I just felt like I wasn't ready to change enough or change certain things to be in that specific relationship. I started to get to a point where I was questioning too much what was going on and what I was doing. I was feeling confused and unhappy. Couldn't figure out why. And that wasn't something I wanted to experience. He broke up with me because he could tell that I wasn't present anymore. And that bothered him a lot. But after going through that, I had to understand that it was okay for me to experience what I experienced in those moments. Because I'm human. I have to therefore understand how I'm feeling in order to know how to react and how to understand what's going on. If I don't, then I won't be growing as a person. I won't be figuring out what I need to. I could appreciate that moment, going through that moment with him. Because I've grown from it so much. So much. Especially moving forward, looking into new relationships. Like, I won't just jump into anything without understanding how I feel about it. Throughout, our first moments and even having a better understanding of myself when I'm around that person. Like, I need to be able to understand all those moments. And it wasn't something I was privy to when I first got into our relationship. But that's why I want to put that word out to you guys so that in certain moments you can understand what's going on around you. How are little factors changing around you that are creating a response out of you or a trigger a response out of you. That's the only way you're going to be able to look at the big picture and understanding who you are. Oh. This was good. I wish I would have put a little more flavoring into the gravy. A little more seasoning. And that's crazy because I always tend to over season. Like when I feel like there's enough seasoning, I tend to want to season a little more because I know like I need to add more seasoning. But I honestly just barely got making gravy down. So that's probably what it was. Probably didn't want to add too much because then it would have been too salty. And then it's a whole gravy. So I'm just like, no, that's enough. That's enough. It came out really good though. It came out really, really good. My friend taught me how to make the gravy. I say I'm running pretty well. I'll be all up in everybody's kitchen. What you doing? How you do that? How you doing? So make sure y'all focus on change. See how you want to adjust to it. How is it going to help you be a better you? Is it good change, bad change? Y'all know what to do. Just make sure it's helping you change your outlook, your perspective, or sharpen your skills as a person. It might help somebody else. You never know. But what I do want y'all to do a favor for me. Like, share, subscribe my video. Subscribe to my video, not subscribe my video. But either way, you understand what I'm saying, okay? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I really want to grow and develop in this situation right here. So I would definitely like feedback. I'm all ears. I did have these croissant rolls though. I think they're the Pillsbury brand. Sweet Hawaiian roll flavor. I feel pregnant. All this young food. And I still got a little corn there. I forgot all about that little corn. I'm gonna eat it though. Let me put this bread down. Go in on this corn real quick. My mission though is for all of us just to be better human beings. Be better at handling certain situations. Be better equipped with the tools that we need necessary. I love to talk, but I want it to be something y'all can listen to. Something you can get something from. Because we all can relate in our experiences. So I definitely want to be able to relay my experiences to you so that we can relate and share the experiences that we both have or having. You never know. Something could be going on presently and you're dealing with it and you connect to it in some way, somehow by watching this video. I definitely want us to be able to help each other grow though. That's my intent. So like I said, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely comment. Give me some feedback on what you thought about today's video. Alright, so watch me eat this corn, and I'm outie. Andre 3000. Oh, let me stop. Thanks for checking me out. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.